The apocalypse now. All right, I want to start off again. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Your double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and sincerity. Give honor, diligence, and sincerity to the Akim and Aquaf out there that's listening and that's pushing this truth to the four corners of the globe. To you, I say shalom. All right, so the apocalypse, I butchered this word, apocalypse now, the government's use of controlled chaos to maintain power. And we know that's one of Esau's memos. It's one thing that Esau is very good at, So he creates a problem and then offers a solution to that problem, which that solution is in the detriment of the people he's offering the solution to. It's made just to put more control and his foot on people's necks, so it's false. It's not a solution. Just like the problem was never, it was something that Esau created. All right, I'm going to this article, read a little bit so we can kind of get an idea of what's going on right now. All right. Will 2024 be the year of the deep state exercise and control of chaos finally gives way to an apocalyptic dismantling of our constitutional republic, or what's left of it? All the signs seem to point in this direction. For years now, the government has been pushing us to the brink of a national nervous breakdown, which goes into wow, my job just texted me, kind of threw me off a little bit, but I'm gonna continue to go, which goes into how Esau is using media, using economics, using poison of the food, policies, taxes, taxation, and corruption of all levels of the government to control the people. So this breakdown triggered by polarizing circuits, politics, media-fed mass hysteria, militarization, and the selling of war and violence as entertainment, a sense of hopelessness and powerlessness in the face of growing corruption, and the government's alienation from its populace, and an economy that has much of its population struggling to get by, has manifested itself in the polarized manipulation, mayhem, madness, and tyranny that is life in America police state today. So the second part, why is the deep state engineering this social madness? What in it for the government? So let's get this right here.
Here's the definition of social engineering: the use of centralized planning in an attempt to manage social change and regulate the future development and behavior of a society.
Right. So that, that's pretty much, that's what this article is going into. How the government is playing on people by creating a problem and the solution and engineering it to fixate policies, right? What is playing out before us is a chilling lesson in social engineering that keeps the populace fixated on crisis politics and time spectacles distracted from the focus of too closely on the government's power grabs and incapable of standing united in defense of our freedoms. And we know that that's not gonna happen. You're not gonna beat Esau at his game by uniting. We're gonna beat Esau at his game by coming back to the Lord and following his statutes, laws, and commandments, and calling upon his name, the true name, not the name that was given by America, but the true name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, true name of the Lord. So I want to get a couple scriptures just going into how Esau moves, the characteristics of his deceit and what this man likes to do. So this is Psalms 10. I'll start at 1. Psalms 10 and 1. Why standest thou afar, O Lord? Why hidest thou thyself in times of trouble? All right. The wicked in his proud doeth persecute the poor, and let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined. And we know what Esau's devices are, again, a social engineering, corrupt policies, mass inflation, people struggling, that's what Esau does. His so-called, he creates a boogeyman and then creates a hero to come and stop that boogeyman, when the hero is worse than the boogeyman. Right? Verse 3, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and blesseth the covetousness whom the Lord adoreth. The wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not in his thoughts, So Esau is he's prideful, he's a predator. He doesn't seek to please the Lord. He doesn't follow after the Lord's statutes, laws, and commandments. He does the opposite. You can kind of an example of this is the Cain and Abel story. How Cain brought an unacceptable sacrifice to the Lord, but Abel did what was required that the Lord asked for. Just a good example. Verse 5, his ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. Esau thinks that he can't be touched. He mocks his enemies. All his ways are grievous. That goes into that article. He have said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. Esau thinks that he's going to be on top forever. He thinks that the Lord is not going to come and see him because he's been getting away with this for so long. The Lord's going to come and see him. Verse 7, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. Right. I'm reading the article. I'm bringing out, the real definition of social engineering and his plans, what Esau is capable of. Scripture say he cannot sleep lest he doeth mischief. Roughly paraphrasing. Verse 8, he sitteth in the lurking places of the village. In his secret places doeth he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set upon the poor. Privily set upon the poor. And that's us at the bottom. That's Jake, pretty much. Jake is his number one target. You Israelites are his number one target. And you Israelites, you trust in this system. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in a den. He lieth in wait to crouch the poor. He doeth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. You know, again, and that poor is Israel. It was a scripture I wanted to give. It was on the tip of my tongue. Yeah. Here we go, right here. It's Isaiah 31:1. This is, woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help. And that's what these Israelites do. You know, that's what our people do. You know, we trust in his lying and one. Well, not we, but 2/3 of our people trust in Egypt. This is the modern day Babylon, aka Egypt. It's all of that into one. You know, they trust in Egypt and say on horses and trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. You know, so these people don't put their trust in the world. A good example of that is when C-19 hit. Our people were some of the first. Our people ran to get vaccines, and you know, some years ago, I mean, you just gotta look at it like, you know, our people are too comfortable. Americans are too comfortable. You know, scriptures say this is not our rest, so why be comfortable? You know, and our people just, they put their trust in these policies, you know, in America. And this place is wicked. This place will destroy you, because this is not your rest, roughly paraphrasing. So I just wanted to pull out a couple of scriptures, not get too deep. It just doesn't have to be a long lesson, just a simple lesson, very simple, straight to the point, that it's just ridiculous in how our people can't take correction from the Lord. They seek pleasure of the flesh before they seek the Lord, you know. So you know, I hope this lesson was edifying. With that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem Rakak Dash. On to the next one. To the next one, Shalom.